Up goes Gunmetal Grey. All set. Ready here. Last on the card. Wide market. The winner looks well concealed. Gates are back, racing, missing at a length, Testing Love. Snag back there from its wide gate, Heart of Kerr. First to get going, Crescent City with Featherweight. Bustling up in between those, Ella Filler as our Norman comes across at the completion of 200. Over on the inside is Billy Ray when they settle properly into stride. Going up now on its outside, Savonic to be prominent. A length and a half to Blow Me Out. Getting back, Beat the Bro, My Mate. Then came Separate. Down on the inside, Fashion Queen. Further back in the field then, Gunmetal Grey, Testing Love, Vital Flirt, and the tail ender, Heart of Kerr. Leaving the back, they put the 800 behind them. Ella Fella rolled to the lead now, drew clear almost to Featherweight, Crescent City. Savonic running fourth, our Norman 3 wide next on the outside. Over on the fence behind those then, Billy Ray. It has to bide its time coming to the turn. Just getting held up as My Mate starts to edge its way forward now in front of Blow Me Out. Back behind them, Beat the Bro, Separate. Gunmetal Grey coming around them wide. Vital Flirt, Heart of Kerr further back. Testing Love as well. Into the home straight. Featherweight ranged up. Hit the front now from Ella Fella. Over on the outside, our Norman. Savonic still there. And now getting through Billy Ray. Billy Ray works into the open. Hits the front. Goes to the lead from Featherweight. Heart of Kerr coming down the outskirts of the track with its run. But Billy Ray dashes away with 100 left to go. Heart of Kerr is still finishing. It's Billy Ray. Heart of Kerr coming. So's the post. Billy Ray wins it. Billy Ray beat Heart of Kerr. Blow Me Out ran third. Separate. Fashion Queen in a photo for fourth with Gunmetal Grey, Savonic behind them, Crescent City, Featherweight, My Mate, then Testing Love. Back behind those, Beat the Bro, Ella Fella, our Norman, and Vital Flirt with those amongst the last of them home. So it was Billy Ray, the favourite. In what looked a difficult race, it turned out to be not that hard at all. Enjoyed a good run. Johnston Porter was able to work out off the fence, not running into any traffic issues there on Billy Ray. And Heart of Kerr, a massive run, huge performance. Heart of Kerr last, had to come around them deep. Billy Ray get the favours in the straight. Heart of Kerr has cut it with that a half a length. Massive performance. Blow Me Out finishing third. Separate looks to have claimed fourth place. But Billy Ray puts together successive wins. Has come up very well by Sebring, a 4-year-old gelding out of Heartache for Peter's Investments. Trained by Adam Durant, ridden by Clint Johnston Porter. And of course that gives the stable, the connections, a double along with Clint Johnston Porter. They combined with Bright Diamond to win the Heineken 3 handicap earlier. 13, huge run again, Heart of Kerr. Natasha Faithful for trainer Steve Burton by Kendall Star from Sucre Kerr. Blow Me Out by Alfred Nobel from Candlesmoke. Brett Pope, Sean O'Donnell is third. Fourth is number 10, Separate. Fifth is number 12, Gunmetal Grey. To the last on the card, just waiting for the other details to come through. And Billy Ray scored by a half a length. 1 length, that margin. Second and third, the time 1:25.08 to the Crown Towers handicap. As we sign off from our commentary box at Belmont Park and take you back to the winner's enclosure to bring it all home, here's Britt and Scotty.
Thanks very much, Darren. Bob Peters about to join me after the victory of Billy Ray and wins 2 in a row now. Bob, the trip to Albany, he went there a couple of times. It seems to have served him pretty well because he's come back to town and a winner twice in a row now.
Yeah, it's taken a long time, but Billy has finally found how to behave himself.
And you said last start when he won that a lot of people were giving up on him, but you'd never really lost the faith.
I think he was much aligned. Everyone was not in his corner. I think the name got them in early and then he didn't deliver what might have been expected, but I've never lost faith in him. I knew he had the ability. It was just a matter of, you know, him learning what it was all about and learning to settle and do things right.
You mentioned the name. It did get a lot of airtime early out of Heartache, of course, called Billy Ray. Who came up with the name?
That was mine, and I got a lot of rubbishing, I suppose, from the family, but well, I've always liked the song, so that's what we went with.
Well, while you're being creative, we know that the Pinnacles was announced this morning, riches that I know you'll be aiming a lot of your horses up to at the end of the year. But the 5th race, the new $1,400, $1.5 million race, they need a name for, and they want it to be something to do with WA, something iconic WA. Do you have any ideas at all, Bob, on what we could call the 5th and final race?
No, I haven't thought about that yet. I didn't even know what was going on until this morning, so...
No, I don't think anyone did. Everyone was excited to see the announcement, but certainly one that I'm sure that you'll relish to have those increases in prize money with races that you target.
Yes, there's been talk of prize money increases for the big races, and it's probably about time because they got left behind a bit. They've been sitting there at about the same level for about 5 years.
Well, I'm going to give you a week and see what you can come up with. See what best creative name you can come back to me with for the 5th race of the Pinnacle Series.
I'll give it a bit of thought, but...
Thanks, Bob. Well done.
Thank you.
There is Bob Peters. Let's go to Clint Johnson-Porter.
Well, here's Clint Johnson-Porter after Billy Ray in the last. It's taken a while for Billy, but he's starting to put it together, Clint.
Yeah, he's starting to put it together. Today it was a lot more easy to handle. Settled well in the run. When the gap come, did he let down?
Certainly did, and he looks like the way he's racing, he could probably go again, add another furlong to that.
Yeah, I think he's going to get ground. I think I said that first time I won on him. I don't think that's the issue. It's getting him to settle, but the way he did today, he did it perfect. So going towards the mile and further, I think he's going to be good.
Probably a bit of disappointment earlier. We've got as chosen, just nothing really went your way.
Yeah, it hurts the soul, but this is racing, unfortunately. Get the highs and the lows, and unfortunately that was a low, but in this race it's a high.
One thing we know is that the classy jockeys bounce back, and that's exactly what you've done. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
There is Clint Johnson-Porter. Great to see him bounce back. You saw him lower his head as he crossed the line in the previous. Obviously very disappointing when things don't go your way, but the best bounce back, and that's exactly what he did just then aboard Billy Ray. Bob even came back to me and said, what about the Swan Stakes? So everyone getting very creative to try and name this race for the new look Pinnacles Series.
That's a nice segue, Britt. I think it's time for a swan draft.
Oh, well, there you go. The day is done. 9 races over. Hopefully you managed to find a winner or two. Thanks for your company on Sky.